Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. And I am with my favorite healer, Jimmy Mack. Hey Jimmy, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. And I
Good.
see since our last transmission, you've got a new background there. What's going on with your healing and numbers now?
Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming out. It's the last day in July, and it's all about life force energy and using numbers to change things. So look for that in an email. You can always go to jimmymackhealing.com, and we have a bunch of master classes. This just happens to be the latest one, and we're really excited about it. It's very cool.
Oh, I'm so
So,
excited about it. Yes, I
yeah.
want to check that out too. I've been I don't know about you, Jimmy, but this summer is flying
Oh,
by. I'm having so much fun. I have a new hobby that I've added to my repertoire. Do you have any idea what it is?
I'd be guessing, being more eclectic.
Roller skating.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Friday nights, I'm at the roller rink and I am 2 hours on that floor. And then
Oh
I
man.
hadn't roller skated in decades. So I'm fine good with going straight, and that. But these young adults, so I go into the
These young
adult skate,
kids today,
they're in the
yeah.
20s and 30s and they are whizzing by, twirling backwards,
Hmm.
forwards. One guy went in the middle, started doing push-ups on the ground, got back up and
Oh
started
wow.
going around. And I'm like, okay, but I'm going to get there. I'll get to my little twirls and things eventually. But I think it's so important for us to keep adding fun things. I mean, maybe every 6 months, try something new.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And speaking of new, I've got a new program. It's a coaching program, 6 weeks, called Divinely Aligned. It is August 2nd on Wednesdays. I'm going to leave the link below, and get on my newsletter as well for more info, marlamartenson.com. But it's going to be 6 weeks live in a Facebook Live, a private coaching group. And it's going to be a lot of magic, boundaries, shadow work, codependency, all of that stuff. So I thought,
Good.
in light of that, Jimmy and I would do some clearing for you around love blocks and around that feeling that sometimes we just can't let one person go, or the idea of one person when they're not good for us. But Jimmy, what do you find in that when women come to you? I bet you
Oh
have a lot of that,
wow.
right?
Every day. Yeah, every day. I would just say the old joke is the man and the woman are at the altar, and the man, the little comic strip bubble above his head is, I hope she never changes. And the one above the woman's head, it's the comic strip bubble, says, I know I can change him.
Yes, I've seen that.
So it's like, oh my gosh, stop. No, stop. If it's just been horrific for quite a while now, women will tend to at least make things, try to make things work, go to the counseling, work with people like us and mix it up. But, it takes two. So that's
Yeah,
what I would say to that.
what do you find that the women are hoping men will change?
Oh, just that they can change whatever is going on with them. Maybe they're not, loyal, or they're not helping around the house, or stay out with the buddies too much. Maybe their job isn't sufficient. It's endless. And
So I think
it's genderless too. There's plenty of men trying to chase that one girl that got away or whatever. So it goes on both sides.
And I find that, so if let's say the guy's wardrobe's not that great, you could always get him to upgrade and go shopping. But if it's his personality, if it's a guy who just wants to be out with the buddies, or has a track record of being unfaithful and he just can't, that's something you've got to look at and say, okay, if he is never going to change, if he's going to stay the same forever, is this
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because he's not going to change. I think that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah,
Trying to change someone's
absolutely.
personality is not, nobody wants their personality to be changed.
That's true. Yeah. And so, well, you make your top 10 list, and if he's 8 out of 10 fantastic on everything else, then can you put up with him going out with his buddies all the time and maybe never growing up? So
Right.
that's something that you have to decide. And again, it's genderless. There's plenty of that for the men, two women, doesn't matter,
Of course.
about sex wise. It just all over the
But we get
map
a lot
as
of
to what the
women
other
coming to
person
us.
does.
I get a lot of
Oh
women.
yeah, I'd
Yes.
agree.
That's
Yes,
why we kind
yes.
of,
Well, but the good thing about that is at least they're interested in doing the work, and they're
yes.
making the effort. So I think that's important.
They're doing that discovery, self-discovery. What can I change? What can we do?
Yes,
So let's
Yeah.
do a little shifting. I've got my
Yeah.
Eric Weaver. Also, if you go to my website, marlamartenson.com, I do sessions with these as well. So isn't this beautiful? It's just
It's
something I
awesome.
got at the Conscious Life Expo this year in February, this past year. And
Yeah, that's
it's pretty
pretty amazing
powerful.
there. That's good.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, we'll
All
change all that. I would just let's drop in some harmony in relation with others and a romantic side. No to yes and change. Let's give everybody that. A lot more harmony, and especially in the romantic department. Now it's going to go to yes. There you
Now it's
go.
unwinding.
Yeah, that's a good place to be.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. Yeah. And I would do heart openers for everybody too. So we'll just do that. My heart is open and receptive to giving and receiving romantic love. And for a lot of people, that's a no. It doesn't matter what you get. If you're yes, I'm going to strengthen it. If it's no, we're going to release whatever's blocking it. And then it's going to go jump to the yes.
It was on yes, and now it's unwinding it.
That's good.
Okay. And whoever's watching this, it doesn't matter when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely now or in the future, it won't matter. It's still going to affect you the same way. We run everything off the Tesla energy, which is in coordination with 369. It's in physics. It has waves to it. And all
So when
this
you
can
say
only
you
help
run
you.
everything off of Tesla energy, explain that what you're doing that is the Tesla.
It's just the basic is it's more in waves. It's more along the line of waves in physics. And so we're changing things. I call it the molecules in the in-between. So we're changing the energy between, let's say, man and woman, just for example, if they're not getting along, we're dissipating out the negative and we're downloading more positive. And when we do that, everything can get a little bit better.
And what do you say? Do you have women coming to you talking about, I'm sure I had a past life with this guy. Is he my soulmate? Do we have?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I would say all that, who cares, a lot of us, maybe 3 or 5 lifetimes ago, we were brother, sister. One was older than the other. I mean, I find it interesting, but it's not going to help you in this one, for the
Because
most
I
part.
find some women will think that he was my husband in a past life, or we were together. So that means we need to be together forever in this one.
Not
And
always. Yeah, it's not
always.
always the case. They could have been brother, sister. They were siblings. They were married then and, died in each other's arms, whatever. And so, you want to kiss the face of that person when you see them, you love them, and your soul remembers their soul, but that doesn't mean you have to be forever tied to this person in this lifetime. Not always.
Yeah, for me, there's 2 people in my life time that I know that I was married to in a past life, but that I'm not going to be married to both, and I'm not going to be. So we may just be passing ships in the night. We may be friends.
Yes.
One, we may have been married then, but now we're just friends or know each other or brother and sister. So we got to keep that in mind. It's not always meant to be romantic and forever.
That's true. That's a great analogy of it. Yeah.
Let's clear some of that, some of those misconceptions.
Let's clear out misconceptions of it. So taking even past life correlations too seriously, we're going to release all that. And then that's going to unwind. And there it goes. We're just releasing you out of the trauma of all that, trying to make it work. And even if you were with them in past lives, doesn't mean it will be in this time. And that's okay.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, Jimmy, thank you. This has been amazing clearing, and tell everyone where they can find you and what's new again.
Yeah, go to jimmymackhealing.com. Name's on there, of course. It's all free to join up. We have a weekly newsletter. We got a lot of things going on. We do shows. There's audio MP3s in there, ebooks. We have courses and classes. So a little bit of all of it. We're just here to help out, delete the negative, and download more positive for people.
Yes, if you want a session with Jimmy or myself, just go to our websites and get on our newsletters and you'll know what's happening. All right. Much
Yeah.
love, everybody.
Thank you.